And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Starling Marte out.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And Liriano's ready. 0-2 on its way. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Hard to believe he'd let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hit hard to the right side. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Shortstop, Johnny Peralta.
Johnny Peralta digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. And there's ball 2 now to Peralta as they fall behind 2-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. On deck, the power-hitting Matt Holliday. He'll hit next. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember when he gets back to the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to retire the next 2 guys that he faced.
Stepping in now, Matt Holliday. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And no offer by Holliday, and he's aboard. It's ball 4.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Into the box now, Brandon Moss. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner on first with 2 away. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. We can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. He gets his pitchers a lot of pitches. He shuts down a running game. Very cerebral as well as far as setting up hitters. I don't know if the game has seen a better defensive catcher.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Into the box, Josh Harrison. Hit to first. Moss comes up with it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Scorched to third. Taken in by Carpenter. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They still trail 1-0. Randal Grichuk will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by YADIER Molina, who waits on deck. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Marte going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Liriano into his motion. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And that misses 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Line drive to left. Marte has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, this guy on the mound right now isn't fooling anybody to start this inning. The home run was clearly hammered, and this ball's hit even harder, but with just a more favorable result out there on the mound.
Standing in now, Kolten Wong. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Yeah, not necessarily the pitch you'd expect on 3-2, but maybe that's what makes it effective. You see, they challenged him up in the zone that time, and if you're expecting something at the knees, it's tough to go up and get that.
In now, Adam Wainwright. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. Leading off the inning, Starling Marte, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Into the box, JASO. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base that they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
On to Moss, and they get them both. The double play.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Jason Rogers gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Bucks go down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. Back in Pittsburgh, we get a shot from the city across the Monongahela River. Try to say that 10 times fast. Matt Carpenter is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
LIRIANO has his target. Full count pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Yeah, a great job there on the mound. You see, he fell behind 3-0 and then decided he'd better start pounding the strike zone a little more. And that's a good pitch there that finally sets him down.
Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped up the middle, taken in by Mercer. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Johnny Peralta.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Looks like LIRIANO's got it working now. His club needs to get him some runs, however. It's 2-zip from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Peralta's there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting 8th, catcher, Francisco.
Striding into the box, Francisco Cervelli, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Yeah, third strikeout for him so far. This is a cut fastball. Very different movement from a two-seamer, and he gets him to swing right through it.
Stepping in now, Francisco Liriano. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Matt Holliday set to lead things off when we come back. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Pirates nothing. And there is Matt Holliday now. He'll do battle with Francisco Liriano to get the inning underway. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman, Brandon Moss.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Moss. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now here's a swing by Moss as he gets a hold of this one high and deep out to right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Cervelli corrals it, but it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes.
Oh, man. That'll drive you crazy on the mound.
So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Into the box now, Randal Grichuk. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
And let's take a look at the location of that final pitch here on Show Track. And you're going to see that even though he had a home run earlier in this ball game, they decide to come right back after him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through it.
Into the box, Yadier Molina. And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. Tap fouled at home plate. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Cards leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Gregory Polanco is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Peralta's up with it, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, second baseman,
Josh Harrison stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And another foul ball. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Grounded down the third baseline. Carpenter is there. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now, 2 away.
the center fielder number 22,
Andrew McCutchen will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright. His guys lead it 2-0. Kolten Wong heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Hit to 3rd. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 50, pitcher Adam Wainwright.
Adam Wainwright is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
When you're already in the hole at the plate, the last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what he's doing up there. That's a 2nd time he struck out in the ball game, and it's another instance where his pitch selection is really doing him in.
Standing in now, Matt Carpenter. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. On the move is Polanco. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're on top 2-0. Starling Marte comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grichuk has a beat on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting,
John Jaso will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Jaso.
He pulls this one into right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Jason Rogers comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Runner goes for second. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Wainwright comes set. 2-2 on its way home. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Into the box now, Jordy Mercer. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
With 1 out, definitely a strikeout situation with 2 men in scoring position. And that is a great pitch right there to pick up a very important second out.
In now, Francisco Cervelli. Hit out towards second. Wong barehanded. Got him.
Whew, no problem.
A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Stephen Piscotty will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. All even now, 2-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Johnny Peralta will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, if you want to be considered a strikeout pitcher, you better have a pretty good one of these. You see it here again on show track, and this is now 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts so far in the inning.
Stepping in now, Matt Holliday. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Brandon Moss stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're up 2-0. That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. To short. Right to Peralta. Throw on to first. In time. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 25, Gregory Polanco.
Settling in now, Gregory Polanco. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field, and he will make the play. 2 away now. Josh Harrison will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, not a game to remember for either offense so far. Just the 7th hit combined between the 2 teams.
Andrew McCutchen will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. 2 out with the man at first. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back.
Had a pretty good lead right there.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Pirates leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here in Pittsburgh. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Randal Grichuk will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Oh, and that's a good pitch right there. That's just a hard-breaking slider down and away. And you get the hitter to be enticed by that pitch when it's about halfway there. That was looking like it was going to be a fastball on the outer half. Then it just flat disappears on you, and you're left wondering, what happened?
Standing in now, Yadier Molina. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Feliz sets. Here's the 3-1. Swinging a ball line hard towards short, but right at the shortstop for the second out. Kolten Wong stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Payoff pitch on its way. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
This is dangerous because out of anybody in this lineup, this guy's probably the most likely to want to run, so look out.
Into the box now, Adam Wainwright. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. 1-2, here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cards leave one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Starling Marte, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Into the box, John JASO. Hit down the line at first. To his left, Moss. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Jason Rogers.
Ready now, Jason Rogers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 2-0. Matt Carpenter will stand in again as they're back at the top of the order, and will go back here as well. This is when he led off the ball game, as he really gets him off to a fast start with a solo home run. And the throw is not going to be in time, as he's able to reach base safely.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see. Let's call this thing a swinging bunt. Call it whatever you want. He'll call it a leadoff single.
Stephen Piscotty comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Belted high in the air out to left. Marte going back on it, still ranging back. And this one is gone, a home run. Johnny Peralta will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. A quick out number 1.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder,
Matt Holliday steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a swing and a fly ball. Polanco on the move, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready with the payoff pitch. Holliday can't come up with that one as he swings and misses for the second out of the inning.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
Stepping in now, Brandon Moss. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 4-0 St. Louis. Leading off the inning, Jordy Mercer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Wainwright gets the sign. 1-2 on its way. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Now batting, catcher,
Francisco Cervelli strides in, grounded out his last time through. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a shot back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind a 2-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, he'd put up a string of zeros up until this point, but looks like his shutout's not going to be in the cards as he gives up his first run here on the RBI double.
Gregory Polanco will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 5, second baseman
Josh Harrison comes forward now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run standing behind him in the on-deck circle. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Not quite sure what happens right here. This throw just absolutely takes off on him, and it goes right over his first baseman's head. He's going to get stuck with an E4 on that play.
In now, Andrew McCutchen. And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Pirates 2. Kicking off the top of the 9th, GRICHUK, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Two-one, here it is. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Into the box now, YADIER Molina. And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now, 3-1.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
Turned on down the line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Oh, good diving attempt right there at third base, but he just can't get to the ground fast enough to make that play, and it slips past.
Into the box, KOLTEN WONG. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on 2nd and 3rd now.
Squared that one up just a little late. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit to short. Mercer is there. Throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Matt Carpenter will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
1-1, here it is. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off.
you've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stephen Piscotty will be next. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Stephen Piscotty will stand in again as we take you back now to the 8th inning, and this was a big one. The 2-run shot that helped get us to where we are now. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Set to deal on 2-2. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. To the left side, that's a base hit as it's through into left. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that.
This guy has certainly been a tough out so far. He follows up that home run from earlier with his 3rd RBI of the ballgame.
Johnny Peralta comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take the strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Stepping in now, Matt Holliday, grounded to short, backhanded. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Pirates 2. Striding in to start the 9th, Starling Marte, and they'll need him to get something going here. Broxton's ready. Here's the 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jason Rogers makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Well, you'd credit Adam Wainwright with the victory, barring any late turnaround here. And the count will be full. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. And guys, the Cardinals were given an excellent starting pitching performance here by this man, Adam Wainwright. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our top player of the game.
Our final line.
Jack, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
Left 7 men on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Adam Wainwright. His record is now 1-0.